Hi, I'm Annie and welcome back to the channel. This is a very different video to what I normally make. I find these sorts of videos very difficult, so that's why I tend to steer away. They're not my sort of thing. I leave that to people that are good at sort of giving out bad news and stuff like that, and more sort of technical information. But now is the time that we all need to step up our game. The more people we can educate, the better. I think by the end of this year, food shortages, energy prices, everything is just going to come to a head. I was the sort of person that was prepared for COVID. I saw it coming. I kept an eye on the news, and back in the Christmas before it all kicked off, I could see things were escalating out in China. I tried to tell a few people, they all thought I was stupid. So I didn't really say much, but as time's gone on, I'm thinking, this is becoming the new norm. Every year there seems to be a crisis. It's COVID, Ukraine, Iran, this new hautor virus. You know, it only takes the hautor virus, it's 38% or 50% death rate on that. And if it has made the leap from animals to human, it's going to be deadly. I don't think the World Health Organization are over worried at the moment. But if it's not this virus, it will be another virus. So say we had an outbreak of a virus. If you had enough food stored, prepped, growing, whatever, enough, it will give you and your family enough time to isolate until either they find a cure or something like that, like they did with COVID, with the vaccines. It would just give the government time. I'm not saying the government's going to abandon us and stuff like that, but I know they've got their bunkers and that will sort it out. I don't have a bunker. I've got an off-grid cabin here with my own water and stuff like that. So we could come here if electric was of shortage. We could manage up here quite easily. Having said that, at home we could also manage for a long time. This is the first time I would say I'm worried for the UK's future. So much so, I'm actually upscaling my growing this year in preparation, because now's the time to get planting. Doesn't matter whether you've got a big space, small space, whatever. It's surprising what you can grow in a very small area, and anything you do grow is a bonus. You can't lose. It also gives you knowledge going forwards that you've done it before, and that if you had to do it, you could move into communal areas and start growing in open spaces. I think really we should all be doing the Dig for Victory gardens and stuff like that. It's down to everybody's own personal preference on what you want to do. This is a prepper channel, so hopefully most people that are watching this are preppers, want to be preppers, new preppers, want to know what prepping's all about. And basically it's just being prepared for a lot of situations. Having food, water, knowledge, books, backup power is all going to help. But the biggest help is you guys sharing your knowledge on channels like this. In the comments, if you've got tips and tricks that you use, I think it was on Anya's food and lifestyle, she was on about oils and stuff like that, and one of the comments was, don't forget about lard, it's very cheap and affordable, stores in the freezer or the fridge for a very, very long time. And of course in World War II they used a lot of that in baking, and it's not as unhealthy as you think because it is an animal fat. A lot of these false fats, trans fatty acids, the body can't process it. So sometimes what we think is bad, sometimes just a small amount is good. For the first time this week, I've actually bought some cans for a long time. I haven't bought tins or cans for a long time, but even I've bought some cans. I'm upping my dry goods. So I'm doing a lot of growing, and using the zero waste, I am dehydrating, whether you've got an air fryer or dehydrated, but that you can dehydrate in both of them. Even in an oven you can dehydrate, in a greenhouse you can dehydrate. So yes, using my zero waste mindset, I'm trying to get as many powders. A lot of us have got rice and beans and flours and stuff like that, but to put some goodness, like some vegetable powders and flavors and colors in, if we needed to later on as time went on, is powders are, I would say, one of the mainstays to be stocking up. They take up a lot less space, and there's so much goodness in them. It's not the sort of video I normally make. I don't think I'm very good at it, but I just wanted to ask for your help, your comments, your suggestions. Put them on the channel so other people can read it and take guidance from it. I hope you take heed of this message and take it in the manner that it is meant. It's not meant to scare anybody or anything like that. I just wanted to let you know my thoughts and feelings about our situation that we're in at the moment. I hope you found this informative, and I hope you act. And I will show you on the next video what I'm planting, which is cheap, affordable, stores really well, and high in protein. So hopefully see you on the next video. Till next time, bye.